I'm going to do a review today on the Smashbox High Definition Healthy FX Foundation. UVA, UVB, SPF 15. And it is oil free. So this is what the box looks like. This is the first foundation that I started using after I quit using Bare Minerals. Sorry, the lighting. So that's what the box looks like. I forget how much this is, but I'm sure I'll find a way to put it somewhere so you'll know. Yeah, I loved this foundation when I first tried it. Okay, this is like a love-hate relationship for me. It's really, really a great foundation for like photography. Well, I don't know about photography. Yeah, I'd say. And also for camera. Every time I'm wearing this foundation, I get so many compliments. I have random people walking up to me and like, "You are so pretty," and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what is like up to date, like only when I'm wearing this foundation though. So I've basically come to the conclusion that this foundation really does just like from, it just does an optical illusion on people, and it makes your skin look so smooth, so flawless. And if you have a good color match, it really does look like your skin. It doesn't look like you put a pound of makeup on. When I said that people started coming up to me and telling me how gorgeous I was and how beautiful I was, I had people saying like crazy stuff. It was insane. I had horrible acne at the time. That was like right after I'd quit using Bare Minerals. That was when my skin was still in one of its worst phases ever. Like I had bumps everywhere. Like my skin texture without the makeup was like, like bubble wrap basically. It was so not smooth. And people did not see that anymore. I don't know what it was, but something about this foundation just really gave the illusion of smooth skin, and I am talking bad acne. So, with that being said, the only problem that this foundation really has for me that makes it a love-hate is the fact that this thing never sets. Ever, ever, ever sets. You can set it with whatever you want. It is not going to stay. It transfers like no other. I stopped wearing it really because when my husband came home from, I used to just like cover him in makeup. It was like so embarrassing to be like, it's embarrassing, honestly. And giving anybody a hug, they have like your face print on their like shirt or whatever. So that's why I quit wearing it, but I am wearing it today. But what I've been doing lately, well, just the past 2 days, I guess, is I've been using, since I went to the beach and I got tan again, and my Neutrogena one isn't tan enough for me right now, I'm using my darker color, and I just go over it very lightly, or I put this over my Neutrogena Healthy Skin very lightly, and it kind of gives me that like skin color that I need. So I used to put it on, and it comes with a pump. The formula, it's an airless pump, which, those sometimes are faulty, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I used to put it on with this baby. Okay, I hate foundation brushes. I used to put such a thick layer on of this because I was using this brush. I don't know who told me to do that or how I came to that conclusion, but it was a bad idea. A bad idea. So I don't recommend using that method. But what I do really like doing is instead of using the foundation brush, using like the Sigma Duo Fiber Powder brush, the F15, because look, I hate this for blush, but it is perfect for applying or using as a foundation brush as like the painty type brushes because it's got such a light hand. And then afterwards I use a stippling brush like that Walmart one, or any stippling brush will do, and I just kind of go around and stipple. So it really not shears it out, it kind of, it makes it set a little bit better, and it makes it look a little bit more natural and real, and not so heavy, I guess. It's not so heavy, I don't have to use as much product. Psh. So anyways, I thought that was a cool use for that brush anyways. I'm pretty excited about that. But, the other thing that I don't like about this foundation is it does oxidize pretty bad. It can, at least. And I know that's dependent on your skin pH balance and stuff like that, so that's going to be affected by diet and whatnot. But it does, kind of tend to oxidize pretty bad on me sometimes. So that's the other thing. It's not necessarily a full coverage foundation, but it is a good coverage foundation. So I would say medium high. So this is what it looks like. But that's what the consistency is. It's kind of watery, but like you can see it's got good coverage and it's very creamy, but it is oil free. So you can tell right now that this is not like a dead on color match for me at all. But it is like the right tone, I guess. When I'm tan, not right now. Sorry. But it does offer great coverage. It really makes all of your fine lines and all of that kind of stuff go away. Uneven skin texture, and also it looks really good over blemishes. So that's a good thing. It's never gonna look cakey because it never sets. But so that's got some advantages and disadvantages. If you're gonna be hiding tons of people, don't use this foundation basically. But if you're taking a picture, I think this would look really good. It does have the SPF, so I don't know about the flashback. But yeah, overall, I'd say this definitely has never returned. I mean, I bought the set twice, and then I bought a lighter color. So like, I really did love this foundation. The transfer factor is the only reason I can't like say like, oh, this is the best foundation ever. Also, the form of SPF that they used, I prefer titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, I believe. But this one has one of the sunscreens that's like possibly linked to cancer and a whole bunch of other crap. So that kind of sucks. I really wish people would stop using all those other forms of sunscreen. But this one is, they use octinoxate, sorry, and then titanium dioxide. So I wish they wouldn't have used the octinoxate. That got a rating of a 6 on EWG's website, the Environmental Working Group, so in case you were interested, it's true. I'm trying to think any other things that I'm leaving out. It just never sets. It's really hard. But I find if you use more of a mattifying foundation with it, it kind of works really well, and it kind of takes away some of that transfer issue and all that stuff. So, I don't know, I think it's, I don't know if it ever broke me out for sure, but something to know about me is I never use a foundation without Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, because it does prevent a lot of my issues from happening. Like, I have such irritable, acne-prone skin that any of those ingredients in any foundation getting on my skin for real and then absorbed is never going to be good. So the Smashbox Photo Finish kind of just puts that seal in, so whatever foundation I'm using doesn't get absorbed so much and doesn't cause me the acne problems and whatnot. So yeah, I think this is great. I love the dewy finish of it. It really does look like skin. I don't know if they have the best color range. They probably do, and I just haven't tried every single one of them. But I mean, I couldn't really find the perfect color for me, but I change colors a lot with like going to the beach all the time. So, but yeah, this one's in light L3, but I also have it, I got the original kit, which is like their starter kit. This one, and I've got like a way darker color because I used to be really tan when I went to the beach like every day, but then I was afraid of like skin cancer, so I stopped. But this is in medium M2 and this is in light L3. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and this is also, Smashbox is cruelty free and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's got a lot of ingredients in it, and it is a water-based product. So it's got water and dimethicone. Those are the two main ingredients in here. So anyways, I hope that was helpful, and yeah, get a sample of it if you're interested. Not great for daily wear, but definitely great for, you know, a special evening if you're aware of the fact that you cannot touch anything with your face. So I will talk to you guys later.